This is a video about history. Have you ever wondered what goes on in 1955's Indonesian election? No, me neither. But we're going to tell you anyway.
We are gonna do a comparison as well between 2019 election and the 1955 election.
So, the first election in Indonesia was held on 29 September 1955. This election was said to be the most democratic Indonesian election. It was held to vote the DPR Parliament and the Constituante member. Meanwhile, the 2019 Indonesian presidential election is a democratic process to elect the president and vice president of the Republic of Indonesia and DPR members for the 2019 and 2024 period.
The general election was won by Joko Widodo and Maruf Amin's pair by agreeing to a vote of 55.50%, welcomed by Prabowo Subianto and Sandiaga Uno by agreeing to a 44.50% vote. These elections are held simultaneously with the legislative general election.
Now let's compare the purpose of voting during 1955 and 2019. During 1955, we would pick the DPR and the Constituante, and in 2019, we would elect the DPR and the President and Vice President. And we could see here something has changed over the years.
The system used in 2019's election is a voting and counting process. The system followed a two-round system with the voters simply choosing one of the candidate pairs.
The system used in the 1955 election was the proportional representation system. Using the system, each constituency is provided with some seats and each region is entitled to a minimum quota of 6 seats for the constituent members and 3 seats for the DPR members.
In 2019's election, we used the 1945 UUD as a regulation. 1945 UUD is a source of laws and regulations, and is the highest law in the order of laws and regulations in Indonesia.
Meanwhile, in the 1955 election, we used the UUDS 1950. The UUDS 1950 was the temporary constitution in Indonesia that was used from 17 August 1950 until July 5, 1959. This constitution was called temporary because it is only temporary, awaiting the election of a constituent election results that will draft a new constitution.
The parties who were involved in the 1955 election include PNI, Masyumi, NU, PKI, PSSI, Perkindo, Catholic Party, PSI, IPKI, Party, PRN, Labour Party, GPPS, IPP, PEARE, PER, Gerindra, and UKUI.
While the parties involved in the 2019 election were PKB, Gerindra, PDI Perjuangan, Golkar, Nasdem, Garuda P3, Partai Berkarya, PKS, Perindro, ESI, PAN, Hanura, Demokrat.
Out of all these parties, there were 2 parties who won the 1955 election, which was Masyumi and PNI. On the other hand, PKB won the 2019 election.
The procedure of voting was also very different.
In 2019, you sit in a chair, then go to the table, then poke a hole on which one you pick. Then once poke the piece of paper, you give your KTP, then dip your pinky in ink as a proof that you have voted.
Back in 1955 election, you wait in a line, then once it's your turn, you tick the square and put it in a box.